Just for your information, I am not a doctor, I am not a professional, I don't know anything in the medical field. I am just a person who takes Humira injections, and this is in fact my first time ever taking them by myself, so if I did something wrong, I apologize. I tried to read through the instructions and kind of do it, you know, to what the instructions said, but there also could have been mistakes along the way. Please talk to a doctor about these injections and don't follow this as like a tutorial, because this is not a tutorial. It's me just showing the process and showing what I have to go through as someone who suffers from HS. So anyways, let's continue on with the video. Okay guys, so I have you guys set up now on my tripod because I'm going to do these injections. I'm going to kind of walk you guys through how I'm doing it. I'm also reading the pamphlet that it comes with in the box. This is the box that the Humira came in, so I just pulled it out. It's got some guides and stuff here. My alcohol preps are here, so I'm just kind of reading through it first, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do first is go wash my hands, actually, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my hands are good and washed now, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to get my alcohol swab here. I actually opened 2 of them, but that's okay because I have 2 injections. So I'm going to do this, pull the alcohol swab out, and I'm going to inject in my leg. You can also inject in your stomach if you want, but I'm going to inject in my leg just because that's where I like it most. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to swab this section that I'm going to inject in, which is right in the middle of my leg, because the last time I did one here and here. So I'm going to do in between the 2. You don't want to inject them in the same spot that you injected the previous ones. So there's that. Okay, now I'm going to open my pen. So I'm going to open it very carefully, just like that. And take it out. It says hold pen with the gray cap down. Make sure the amount of liquid in the pen is filled to the line, which it looks like it is. Yeah, it's filled past the line. The pen does not have a full amount. Do not use that pen. Turn the pen over and hold the gray cap pointed down. Okay. Check to see if the solution through on the window on the side of the pen, to make sure the liquid is clear and colorless. So I hold it this way, right? And then I take the top off for this one first. I'm reading it over. It says, hold the middle of the pen so that one hand is touching, that you're not touching the gray cap. Turn the pen up so the gray cap is pointing up. With your other hand, pull the gray cap off. Straight up, do not twist.
Don't twist it. Yeah.
So I'll do that. Throw away gray cap. Do not put gray cap. Okay. And then hold pen. Where does it say to take the other one off? Plum color, the pen. Okay, so then I take this one off. Okay, so there's that one. And then I turn it around.
Yep.
Squeeze. I already put the wipe on there. So I squeeze.
In 10 seconds.
1, 2. Oh, don't do it. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, and that is one done. That actually kind of hurt quite a bit. So now I'm going to put the cap back on this one, and the cap back on this one, and then I'm going to dispose of this. So there's one. It's actually bleeding just a little bit. As you can see on here, maybe you can see it. I can see it. But we're going to turn you closer and I'm going to show you the full section. So let's see if I can do this. I want you to see my face when you do these. There is one done. Now, I'm going to take this little alcohol swab. I'm going to clean that one off. And so this one is done. I'm going to dispose of it properly. For right now, I'm going to put it over there. And see how you see it's done. So you can see this little yellow thing right there, which means it's done. You wait 10 seconds and inject it. But we're going to go now for round 2. Now round 2, I know what I'm doing a little bit better. On the opposite leg, I just did it on this leg. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on this one. So let's swab this. Make sure we get a good alcohol prep on here. And I don't know if you guys saw me because I was talking to my stepdad who was reminding me of how to do these. So this one you'll get a good view of it. So you take the pin out very lightly. It just peels back like that. Take it out. Make sure you don't drop it. Anything like that. Make sure it's filled to the line, which you guys will see on your pins. Actually, I'll show you. See that line in there? I don't know if you guys will be able to see it really, but there's a line in there. Make sure it's there. Make sure it's not cloudy. It's not anything like that. It's got to be clear liquid. It's got to be filled at least to the line or above. I'm going to turn it upside down. This is the side with the needle on it, which is the gray side. I'm going to pop this open straight up. Do not twist these. It'll tell you in the instructions. Straight up. I'm going to set that there. And you do not put this back on until after the injection because it could mess up the needle. So I'm going to lay this on the side. I'm going to flip it now to the side that has the pin on it. I'm going to do this. Again, straight up. Do not pull. And then right where I got it, I'm going to squeeze my leg so that you don't want to hit too much. You want to squeeze it so that it don't hit like a vein or anything. So I'm going to squeeze it like this. I'm going to put it in the position. So I'm going to squeeze it right where I injected it, and I'm going to push a button, and I'm going to wait 10 seconds, count it out, and yeah, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm pressing now. Ow, 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 ow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. And I counted to 12 because I count fast, so I add a couple extra seconds to it just in case. And yeah, so that one is done. That was actually not as bad as I expected. It burns at first, but after it gets in there, you know, it doesn't burn as much, but it does burn at first. Mine also has citric acid in it, so that is why. And again, I don't know if you guys can tell, but right there's a little bit of blood. So I'm going to wipe it away. And yeah, I got 2 of my Humira injections today. So there we go. It's as simple as that. They don't really hurt all that much. But yeah, I'll show you guys now. So there you can see is where the one injection was. And then there's where the other one is, which is bleeding just a little bit. So we're going to wipe it off with the alcohol swab. And it'll stop bleeding in a minute. But 1 and 2 of my loading dose. So yeah, it's as simple as that. I wanted to show you guys. I also want to put a disclaimer, which I'll probably put this at the beginning. So yeah, that is it for you guys. So I just filmed something again saying that I'm not a doctor, but I put it at the beginning. But again, I just want to reiterate at the end as well. I am not a doctor. I do not know what I'm doing completely. I have learned from a doctor, but I am not a doctor professionally. This is just my way of doing it. This is the first time I've ever done it on my own at home, and it actually wasn't too bad. So I just want to document the process of going on a biologic or an immunosuppressant or Humira, and what it's kind of like for me. as someone who suffers from it. So again, do not take this as medical advice from me. I am not giving you medical advice. I'm just showing you what I do as someone who suffers. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been vlogging all day. I showed you a haul of everything I got, and we did some card jamming, and now I got my injections, so I'm gonna go and relax because they're probably gonna make me tired here soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later in my next video. And I'll also give you guys an update on my shots and how they're doing. But there we go. And also, since I have shorts on, I can show you they've pretty much healed up a good bit already. It's been 2 weeks since I got my last shot. And yeah, so there is shot number 2 and shot number 2. Or dose number 2, I guess. That one's still bleeding a little bit. I might put a band-aid on it. But, yeah, there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, guys.